Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. 1. 4.
Search on guitar teachers, and I was looking for someone that I preferred someone that would come to my house so me and Nicholas could do it together, kind of a father-son thing. So I did a search, came up on Yelp, and he had quite a few reviews and they're all really good. So I kind of gave him a call and said, we try a lesson, and it worked out great. And that was like 2.5 months ago. We spent an hour, and he kind of holds us to kind of the material he assigned the previous week, and then we show him that we've got most of that down, and then he introduces some new stuff. But I'd say pretty lighthearted. I mean, it makes it kind of fun, but also, you have to work. So I kind of feel the pressure every week to practice so I can do well for him.
I personally love Rex. He's honestly a really cool guy. He's really relatable. I mean, even though he's like way older than me, he's definitely someone that I can casually talk to. I always say, "Hey Rex, what's up?" And he's always like, opening me with like a movie line from
Ronnie Dangerfield.
That was what I remember. Because we were watching Back to School and all that stuff. He definitely knows his stuff. He has a lot of references, and
I think he connects to kids good.
He definitely does.
I appreciate how he treats Nicholas.
Yeah, he's not one of those quiet guitar teachers that just kind of lets everything happen and is like, "Oh, hey, we're gonna learn a song today." He's very engaging. And he's very connected with his students. Definitely, Rex even sometimes stays a little bit after time to sort of show the ropes to some of Rex's students. And
he gives us extra time, and I can see it's his passion. He likes doing it, and for me, what's important is progressing. And I've had teachers before where they say, "What do you want to learn?" I said, "I want to try to learn this riff or this riff," but I never really learned very much of the guitar because I was just learning a few riffs here and there. But Rex says, "Now you got to learn this, follow this method," and his method has actually worked really well for me. In just 2.5 months to feel comfortable now, I can starting to get some pretty good abilities to read music, enjoy that a lot, and also just feel like I can really start progressing. I understand it. I mean, I never knew after several, other teachers even where all the notes were on the neck of the guitar, and I think our first lesson we covered all that, and that was really useful.
Because all these kind of skills are really valuable when I'm because since I'm in a band, because of Rex, because he inspired me to start a band. Knowing all the notes kind of really helps with the band because a lot of these people are more experienced than me, and the fact that they could say, "Oh yeah, play an A power chord," and I go, "Yes, I can," and it definitely built up my confidence a lot playing guitar, and he definitely made me progress a lot faster than I was when I was teaching my own. That's something that's really important to me is I want to start playing my own stuff, even though Rex's method is very strict and you have to follow this if you want to progress. But he definitely shows us the ropes on how to create our own music and sort of not just be just a generic, session or jam player. He wants us to become musicians, to read notes, to make our own material. And I believe that's very valuable because I think a lot of teachers they just focus on, making you just a guitar player. So the material that Rex provides us is very valuable. I mean, when we're working on the 12-bar blues, he would tell us to put our hands in a certain position. And at first I was like, what's going on? This is a lot easier like this. And he said, no, wait, you need to do this in order to, it makes all sense. And it actually does. If he says it will all make sense, it's not just to make you do it and have false faith. It's actually going to help you a lot. It's helped me a lot actually. My fingers are actually a lot wider. I feel faster with these techniques in order to do my finger warm-ups and and my own
we did some stretches just to be able to use all the fingers, especially this one. It's made a huge difference in
and
our
it definitely
playing,
helped. I think it definitely builds up calluses more on all fingers rather than just the index finger.
Yeah, but I also find he's helped me to figure out what position to be in, so which finger should be doing which fretting, and that's been really, really helpful. So, but the materials I think are good. They're clear, but they're also progress nicely through what we need to do to keep building every week.
And also, one thing I want to point out about Rex's instructional method is how personal sort of he is. When we were learning this one song, it wasn't originally in the lesson plan, but my dad emailed him and said, hey, can we learn this song? And Rex was like, okay, we're incorporating it in the lesson. And we actually started learning that song. And I feel like that's very important, where he like has his own method, but he also can incorporate what we want also, kind of giving it a slightly more personalized feel to it.
So what I like about Rex is he's always monitoring his phone for whether I send him a text or emails or call him. He's easy to reach. So unless he's in a lesson, but then usually I hear back with him within an hour or so, which is really good. So great communicator, uses email well. After we do the lesson, he submits he emails me the lesson plan, so I have it before he's even left, and then we just print it and then make sure we study it during the week. But uses technology, which I think is great. So email, text, cell phone, and that really helps to be able to communicate these days, especially as busy as we can be. Yeah, having Rex come to my house is really convenient. It's preferred. I wanted to do that so I can make sure. So me and Nicholas have busy schedules. We know we can be here on time, and he's here on time, and it just saves us having to drive across town. It's just one more thing. I work fairly far from here, so it's kind of nice to be able to just know he's going to be here and not do it in the comfort of our home. Yeah, so I think the lessons are really great value. I mean, the first lesson he came out was free. It was supposed to be an hour. He stayed 2 hours, and then kind of just got us comfortable with his method before we had to pay anything. And then I think we were like half price for like the next month, and then kind of full price after that. And so it really gives you a chance to see, if his style is what you can learn to. And we were, after the first lesson, I was pretty sure he was going to be the right teacher for us. I thought it was a really good fit.
My favorite thing about Rex, I think, is just how funny he is. That, and I guess it also ties in with how skilled he is at the guitar. He is someone who I really look up to because of the fact that he started playing guitar at a very young age, and he continued with his passion throughout his entire life, and played with some really big names. Just the fact of how funny he is about how he's not a typical serious guitar teacher. He likes to insert certain jokes. He likes to mix up the lyrics of some classic songs. Just to make it like a very entertaining lesson.
Everything about Rex is I really appreciate how he's really passionate about this. I appreciate how well he treats my son. My son sometimes goes off on tangents, and we get him back on focus, but he doesn't get upset about that or anything. I think it's great that he's also willing to do father and son, and this is our last year before he goes off to college, and so I thought it was something that we both would do together, and it's been great. We both push each other. He learns things and helps me, and I help him. We both encourage each other, so it's been really a great experience.